Alright, y'all, so Sony is pretty much on the lose-lose ends right now, and rightfully so, because ever since they made that ridiculous announcement in the beginning of July, a lot of controversy surrounding that whole announcement and this decision caused massive backlash online, and rightfully so. And not only did it cause backlash, they pretty much went silent on social media because of it. And if they expect us to just accept the decision and buy a digital version of PS6 only with no disc inside, and not to mention, do you expect us to pay $1,000 for a new console? Absolutely the heck not. I remember spending over $500 to $600 on a brand new PS5 console in 2022. That was my Christmas gift, and I don't regret buying it. Do you honestly think that just because I have the money, I'm gonna spend another one on an expensive console like the PS6 that's over $1,000? You're crazy. This is how you know Sony has gotten way too greedy, and because of the corporate situation. Corporate money is evil, and you know what? They're gonna continue to get the smoke, and rightfully so. I got something to show y'all. Stay put. Almost half of the PlayStation users may switch to PC. We've known about this before. That's why PC gaming has been around for many years, for almost 3 decades now. I think nowadays you ain't gotta use your mouse or the computer pad to press any buttons on the thing to use for your computers, when you could just use like a controller or something like a Steam. And that's why the Steam has been used for years. Why do you think the emulators have been used to play retro games and stuff? And Sony, ever since they made that announcement, they completely killed gaming. So did Microsoft, and I don't know what's going on with Nintendo, but let's just say gaming as we know it is about to be up in smoke. And that's why fans like us need to keep the hate going. Maybe it could get them to change their mind, and if not, then it's obvious to me that the people that support this decision are the ones that are trolls, are just completely just nasty in general. It gets even good. No, it gets good. More than 323,000 fans want Sony to support physical disc games. I'm not the only one that said it. I'm not the only one that's thinking the same thing. Every other PlayStation console owner I've seen on TikTok and Instagram said the exact same thing. But I have to see the trolls in the comment section. I have yet to see the douchebags on social media that are defending this decision. And I don't want to see it because I know it's going to make my blood boil and it's going to cause me to crash out. So I'm trying to change my maturity level as possible. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Don't Kill the Disc movement hits 3,500 signatures globally, meaning that 3,000 people have already signed a petition, have already put it up. And if it gets to 1 billion, that means Sony is going to end up being in trouble, because not only are they getting sued by the fans, by the people that have been collecting physical media for years, by Sony and them, but they are getting cooked by the Brazilian government, from the UK. Everybody is just coming for Sony's neck, and rightfully so. That means that the backlash is working, and I'm hoping and praying that Sony, if they're not going to change their mind, then they're going to lose a whole lot of fans. And so far, they already lost a lot of fans, and it's really saying something. So yeah, just want to come here and show y'all some crazy information about Sony on social media. Check this out. Not only have I found out that Sony has hired a bunch of bots, meaning that there's not no humans defending the company's decision. They're hiring bots. Community note on Twitter that you see from the bots, those are not real humans. Those are bots that Sony hired from people that criticize the decision. If that ain't the most cop-out moment, I don't know what to tell you. And that's why Sony is ending up getting the stick. They did it to themselves. So they really think they're hiring a bunch of bots by defending the decision from critics online? They're sadly mistaken. And I hope that this continues on, because what Sony is not going to do is kill the one thing that made us happy in the first place. I still got my Sega Genesis. I still got my PS4 and 5. I still got my physical games, cartridges. You know, everything I got, I still own it because I bought it with my own money. That's all me. So at the end of the day, Sony can kill this franchise all they want, but the fans will never let this legacy die.